This is Patrick Bet-David. Patrick, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes.
Not only has he interviewed Jordan Peterson, he's interviewed, everybody. Magic Johnson, you've interviewed Ben Shapiro, right? You sat with Ben?
Shapiro, yes.
That would have been an interesting interview.
Very interesting.
You sat with the real-life Donnie Brasco. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, so it's so obvious to me. You know, what Jordan Peterson was saying was, look, something that you want to change today, if you just keep saying later, 5 years from now, it's just going to be so much worse. And you're going to be so much older, which makes it harder.
Yep.
Let's talk about people that just don't even step foot into the space, right? Into entrepreneurship at all. You wrote something in your book, and it's a great book, guys. 25 Laws for Doing Impossible. Laws of doing the impossible. It's a great book. So you wrote, isn't refusing to try the only real guarantee of failure? That's so profound to me, right? Because everybody probably knows this deep down, but why do you think so frequently people let fear stop them? If they're not happy with where they are, if they're not content, isn't it worse to stay in the same place and get the same results versus trying and changing and recreating your identity, as you say, in order to get new results?
You know, it's very similar to not knowing the consequences of smoking while you're smoking a cigarette, or not knowing the consequences of not taking care of your weight while you're in that moment. It's just a cheesecake. It's just another pizza. It's just another this. I don't really have to go to the gym. I don't have to work out. I don't have to do this. I can smoke another cigarette. It's not really a big deal. It's 5 cigarettes a day. It's 10 cigarettes a day. You don't think about the consequences in that moment while you're doing something, right? Okay. But 10, 20 years down the line, when you have, cancer that you're dealing with due to your smoking, or 30 years down the line, you're facing an issue with obesity, and now you have a hard time taking off 60 pounds because you only had to take off 15 pounds at one point. Now you got 60 pounds to take off, and it's like walking around with a 60-pound dumbbell throughout the day because your body needs to be at 150. You weigh 210 pounds. Who in the right mind can walk around with a 60-pound dumbbell for 16 hours a day and get proper job done and make the right decisions and not be irritable? You would be so irritated throughout the day if you had to carry a 60-pound dumbbell. And yet most people say, well, it's not a big deal. Right? It's okay, it's just health. Look, if you sit there and you say, I have a safe job, I'm making good money, I'm doing okay, secretly you know that it's not where you want to be. Secretly, you want to go out there and give it all you got and be an entrepreneur, start a business for yourself. And you sit there and you say, I don't have to do it right now. Next month, next year. The same way smoking cigarettes 30 years later is going to give you what? Whatever kind of consequences you're going to have to face, or your weight if you don't take care of your diet. If you don't pursue it 10, 20, 30 years down the line, you have to live decades with the decision of you being afraid of not making that leap of faith at 35 years old. It's going to haunt you, and it's a different kind of a pain. It's not a cancer pain that's going to kill you. It's a kind of pain that lingers, and every night where that human being goes to sleep at night, they have to know, secretly, we never publicize that we didn't make the right decision. It's a secret. You have to dwell on that forever, and that hurts. So if somebody knows what they want to do next, but they're afraid to not do it simply because of, not right now, maybe a month from it because it's too comfortable.
Never the right time.
You are going to have such a massive pain coming to you 10, 20 years down the line.